All right. What is good? What is good? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you know who I is, the good doc, Dr. Mike, back again, once again, with another classic live stream for that ass today, man. Just wanted to have some fun. This is just a pretty much regular live stream. For anybody who wants to come in, please feel free to come in, get the likes up when you come in. I did not schedule this one earlier. This is just me coming on right now. So if you guys didn't get any notifications, my apologies on that front. But, I just want to show my appreciation to my people. Definitely hope that you guys come through and enjoy the live stream tonight. For anybody who watches this live stream on the replay, maraming salamat sa lahat. For everybody who chooses to listen to the good doc at a later date or at a later time, just because you didn't catch me on this one. And it's okay. Doc's just going to have this quick heart to heart, more educational type of thing from what I've learned dealing with Filipinas and whatnot. We're going to get into it, but official time check, 9:06 p.m. Eastern Standard. Make that about 8:06 p.m. for everybody in Central. 6:06 p.m. for everybody repping that West Coast. And of course, 9:06 in the a.m. Philippine Standard Time. Wherever you are reporting in the world, thank you for taking the time to listen to the good doc, Dr. Mike TV today. If this has to be me talking to myself, so be it. Doc doesn't mind. I've been talking to myself my whole life. That's why people think I'm crazy. So again, I'm happy to do what I have to do to be the person that I need to be the best that I could possibly be in this shit right here, because Doc is fantastic. Y'all know how the game goes. All right. So shout out to my man, is that Anthony or Anthony? Anthony Phillips. I see you in the building. He says, very pleased to catch you live again over here in England. Shout out to all my people out there in the UK. Much love to y'all. My man Swift30SF, what's good with your family? I'm going to go ahead and say my piece real quick. If you guys come in, please make sure you get the likes up. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this show, because there's definitely a lot that we can discuss today. Again, I'm not sure exactly how many people are going to come in. Doesn't really matter to me. If I talk to myself for a little bit, I'll be perfectly fine. But I want to get my little spiel out the way real quick, say what I got to say, and then we'll run to the chat and we'll see how this game goes, see how long I stay on, see how long y'all participate. We'll try to judge it from there. But again, on your way in, please make sure you get the likes up. Definitely caress, molest, and de-stress yourself all over that like button. If you guys want to support the channel, please feel free to do so. But of course, the good doc is happy that you come through. Spend just a little bit of time with him today. Now and then. Ebooks. Everything listed in the link in the description area below. You guys know my email is there. You guys also know about the Patreon, the masterclass, which is fucking awesome, by the way. Definitely in there. And all of my other Patreons, my other Patreon as well. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do tonight, man. Doc's gonna flex his muscle a little bit because I feel like it. Okay, we're gonna flex a little bit, and I just want to talk about something from an intellectual standpoint. Maybe you guys can feel me, maybe you cannot. So let's go ahead and get into it. Shout out to my man Anthony Avery. Definitely gonna get the likes going. Doc's gonna get it in. Time to do some mental gymnastics. You are damn right. I want to talk to you guys about something for real. Something that's been on my mind a little bit. Recently, I've started to notice a little bit about guys dismissing women or dismissing Filipinas, whatever you want to call it, relatively quickly. And they've been coming to me talking about Doc every single time I come around. She's always bugging. She's doing this. She's doing that. I can't stand her, right? And they really want to chalk it up to, tampo. You guys know what that's all about. I don't need to discuss it with you, but, it's just that Philippine behavior that is really a lot to deal with, okay? So, a lot of guys have been coming to me talking about their women are going through some shit, or they just giving you shit. Shout out to my man, Mr. Wonderful. I see you, Playboy. But I want you to understand something. You should always understand why she is damaged, but don't try to fix her. Let me say that one more time. You should always understand why she is damaged, but don't try to fix her. Just be the missing pieces. Basically, fill those voids and fill those holes, okay? But let me explain what I mean by that so that you guys can pick up what the good doc is putting down. I feel like understanding why she is damaged is something that will be helpful because it will allow you to understand your approach to her and why she may be acting the way that she does. Again, understanding why she is damaged, it'll be helpful in your approach to her and help you, to understand why she is cutting the fool or acting up in many different ways, shapes, or forms. Shout out to my man, NY Mets fan. I see you, family. There are a multitude of different reasons why your Filipina will be damaged, okay? Let's be real. Honestly, I will tell you this. From the bottom of my heart to the bottom of my loins and the bottom of my soul, I will tell you this. I think that all Filipinas are damaged. All of them. I think they all are damaged. I mean, there is something that went wrong in their life somewhere, that's really left a mark on them. I can't tell you what it is because I don't know, but ultimately all Filipinas are damaged, and it can be a multitude of different reasons. Number one, bad experience with previous relationships, bad experiences dealing with previous foreigners. I see you, Reggie Dollars. What's good with you, bro? It could be a bad childhood. It can be constantly being called ugly by friends and family. It could be any number of reasons. Shout out to my boy San Juan. I see you, boy. Yes, all of them are damaged. All of them. And I'm telling you this because it comes from, like I told you, bunch of different reasons. Bad experiences with previous relationships and foreigners, bad childhood, constantly being called ugly by friends and family, essential classics. I see you, boy. Even something as drastic as being sexually assaulted, okay, that happens too. But more so if the damage is mental, verbal abuse, Filipinos can be rather harsh. Asian people in general can be rather harsh at times. So if you don't have the mental stability to hold up to it, that could damage a Filipino. So that's why I personally feel that all Filipinos are damaged. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. No disrespect to them. It's just a truthful fact. You have to understand why she is damaged, but your job is not to fix her. Simply be the missing pieces. That's what I want you to focus on, being the missing pieces. Okay. I feel like it all makes sense. All females have some issues that they have had to overcome. Okay, more so Filipinas is. I feel that with Filipinas as well, and it could have scarred them for life in the process. I feel like any overcoming of any type of experience, things like that, could definitely trigger them and definitely put them in a position to make it harder on you as the person trying to pursue her. Okay. And these scars last forever, man. I can almost guarantee that every Filipina in existence is damaged. And I don't mean that, like I said, in a negative way. It's more or less explaining that they have gone through something that has drastically changed their life in one way, shape, or form. I see my man Tim H. I see you in the building. What's good? Like I said, some guys say that they don't want to deal with tempo. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of you guys will be like, man, fuck that, man. She act like that. She cut up on me. I'm going, man. Fuck that. I ain't got time for that. A lot of you guys are like that. And again, I understand why you're like that too, because you don't want to deal with a woman that's going to be a headache all the time. But what I need you to understand is sometimes, that's just a test, man. That's just a test to see if you're going to stay or go. And when women have been damaged or hurt before in previous relationships, or they've had bad experiences that they've had to overcome, they're going to test you a lot. And I mean, you definitely have to figure out whether it's worth pursuing, worth staying in, or continuing this relationship, or if you should go. But I want you to understand that sometimes these women are doing that because they've been fucked over before. So pardon me for being real, but I can almost guarantee and put my last centavo in my pocket right now that Filipinas, all of them, are damaged in one way, shape, or form. There's a lot to take into consideration when dating, especially dating women abroad, especially when it comes to Filipinas. You might have to express some leniency with her and make her feel special. Like when you're dating and trying to get involved with a young lady, you might have to express some leniency. You might have to express, some leniency to an extent. Now, I'm not saying break for the chick. We don't do that shit. We bend, we fold, we don't break, whatever. We don't break. Fuck that. But you definitely have to try to express some leniency. You have to find some understanding. You have to find some common ground. I understand how easy it is just to say, fuck this girl, I'm going. She getting on my nerves. I ain't got time for it. But if it's somebody you're looking to be with in the long run, if you see that behavior early on and you feel like this is something you can't deal with, so be it. But if you feel like, you can pretty much mold her to what you need her to be, understand why she's damaged, don't try to fix her, just be those missing pieces that she needs to keep moving. All right. That's the whole purpose of us as foreigners. We are, well, not foreigners in general, but, as us filling in for any part of a relationship, you have to be those missing pieces. Maybe where she's lacking in certain areas, you pick up. You feel me? So that's kind of what I'm trying to say here. And I can feel that it could be damn near impossible to convince them that you are real. If they've been damaged before, it's almost impossible to try to convince these women that you're real, that you're really trying to be with her, that you really have a genuine interest in knowing her and, knowing about her. Okay. But they pay a lot of attention to your actions. Okay. I don't know if you guys have ever heard this, especially when it comes from Filipinas. Filipinas are very observant of your actions. The way you act when you're around her in public, the way you are with her in general, the way you text her, things like that, they pay attention to that. I'm not saying be a full-on simp. Come on now. I'm not telling you to fucking simp. That's not what this is about. It's about understanding why she's damaged, not trying to fix her, and being those missing pieces. You got to understand that she's paying attention to all of the things that you do. All of your actions mean something to her. I don't know if you've ever been in with a Filipina wherein you find her just staring at you for like a long period of time. Then you turn your head and you be wondering why the fuck you staring at me so hard. That's what my girl does sometimes. I'll be like, what the fuck you staring at me? And she'll be like, nothing. And that really, I mean, when a girl stops and stares at you for a long period of time, you pretty much know that she's genuinely interested in what you got going on. But in general, I want you to understand this. And the cold hard fact is you're going to have a lot of Filipinos that are damaged. I say 100% of them are damaged. And I'm going to hold on to that statistic because every Filipino that I've ever met in my whole entire life, they've all had some issue. Family issue. Like I said, people calling her ugly her whole life. She's been chubby or something like that. You know, whatever it may be. I mean, sexual assault, that stuff is real too. You know, they've all been damaged in one way, shape, or form. And I realized that trying to fix them is never going to work because basically what you're trying to do is find pieces to try to fix it. And when you can't find them pieces, you're fucked. So instead of trying to find the pieces to fix her and figure out how to work this shit out, just be the missing pieces that she needs. All right. That's all I'm going to say right now. Also, I do understand that it can be frustrating when she doesn't believe your words. I mean, I've heard a lot of guys say this before, and I've said it myself. It's very hard sometimes to convince Filipinos with just your words because they never want to fucking believe you. They'll be like, you don't mean that. I've heard you're a foreigner. You probably say those same lines to all Filipinos, you know? So it's almost impossible to try to convince them that, you know, that you really mean what you say. And if you read the fucking description real quick. This video has nothing to do with being a Captain Save-A-Home or being her financial white knight. Let me say that one more time. This has nothing to do with being a Captain Save-A-Ho or her financial white knight. This is not what this is about. This video was simply explaining how you can figure out your relationship very early on by understanding why she is damaged. Always, always, always take it upon yourself to analyze your woman just as if she'll analyze your ass, because they looking at you and they focusing on what you're doing. The same rules apply. You feel me? The same rules always apply. And, you know, when it comes to shedding that understanding or understanding why she's damaged, I'm telling you, y'all think I'm joking. Some people think I'm playing. But I'll be real with y'all, man. Do you think that most of these girls want to be working the bar scene? Let's talk about that for a second. Do you think that all of the girls that you see in the bar want to be there? Do you think that they want to be selling their bodies and shit? No, they don't want to do that shit. If they could have a better job and a better life, they would go for it, right? Where they don't have to spread their legs, they would go for it. Maybe financial situation, maybe family needs money, whatever it may be, put her in a situation where she is required to do what it is necessary to get paid, to put some money in her pockets. Maybe she's sexually active, but damn, she didn't think that she had to sleep with this 300-pound behemoth fucking foreigner just to make a couple thousand pesos for the evening. But again, understand why she's damaged. Understand why she's in this situation. Understand why she acts the way that she does. Don't try to fix her. That's stupid. Fixing a bitch ain't worth it. Just be those missing pieces. That's all I'm trying to say tonight, all right? So I feel you guys coming in. If you guys have anything you want to add, please feel free to do so. I'll spit a little bit more game as the time goes on. But that's just me. You got to understand your situation. You got to analyze your shit. If you want your shit to work, you got to understand why the hell she acting a fucking fool. Got to understand why she's being so hard on you in certain situations. And again, a lot of you will be like, oh man, she being hard on me. I ain't got time for that bitch. I'm going to just kick it to the curb and go on to the next one. You're going to be passing around chicks quite often if that's what you do every time a girl has a little bit of tantrum. You know, that's what I'm going to say. You're going to be going through quite a few ladies. Not saying you're going to be hitting them, But you're going to be going through quite a few young ladies if every single time a girl gives you a little bit of an attitude, not enough to where, she's trying to run the relationship. Now, that's different. But if you you jump through hoops or some shit to be with your girl, that's not what we talk about. I'm just trying to tell you to understand why she's damaged and be those missing pieces. You know what? I know why she's fucked up now. So now I know what I need to do to be what she needs me to be. Again, has nothing to do with finances, has nothing to do with being a dumb financial white knight, has nothing to do with being a Captain Save a hoe. You're not trying to save these hoes. Your job is to simply understand why she's damaged. Don't fix her, but be those missing pieces. I'm not talking about ladies of the night or anything like that. It's more specifically, even though I just mentioned that, I'm just more or less saying, understand your girl, understand her situation, and figure out what you could do outside of financials to be the type of person that you need her to be in the moment. Shit. Yeah, the only thing you're giving up is time. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of time. Sometimes time is all it takes, man. That's just a realistic fact. All right. So I see we got 27 watching. I appreciate all 27 of you coming through, listening to me talk my nonsense. Guys, go ahead and get the likes up on the video. I would appreciate that. You know what to do. Caress, molest, and de-stress that like button. Definitely make sure that if you guys want to support the channel, please feel free to do so. For anybody who watches this at the replay, thank you for listening to the good doc as he speaks his truth. Trying to help you guys understand a little bit about Filipinas. There's a lot of insight that I could provide you about these women, because in hindsight, they do share some similar characteristics to women all around the world. So you may have a general knowledge, but sometimes it takes the Midas touch. Y'all know about the Midas touch, right? Sometimes it takes that little extra touch, that little extra finesse to really break down that wall. You got to break the walls, bro. Got to break through that fourth wall, all right? I see my man Tim H. I shouted out everybody before my brother Tim H. I see you in the building. Hemi, what's good with you? He says, didn't I bring that idea up to figure out why she's damaged to you, Dr. Mike? You did. You did bring it up to me. And I remember copying it down in my phone. And I realized that I felt it was worth it to talk about. So yes, Hemi, you do get your credit for that one. I don't remember the title of that live stream. I just remember copying it down when you mentioned it, because I felt it was something definitely worth discussing. So kudos to you, my G. Essential Classics, man. He says, I'm glad I made it to the stream, man. I'm glad to see you guys here. Mr. Smith, I see you in the building. My brother Michael Smith, what's good with you, man? You guys aren't going to get any notifications for this one. I just went live. I didn't schedule it earlier. I just feel that, whenever I feel it coming, you got to do what you got to do, man. And I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys. This isn't a fair for the dramatic. This isn't Doc going hammy on some shit. I'm not going hard on anybody. I'm just being honest with my personal feelings about damaged women. You got to understand why she's damaged. Don't try to fix her. Just be her missing pieces, man. It's not going to kill you to be her missing pieces. Come on, man. All it takes is a little bit of time. And if you're really trying to be with this girl, a little bit of time ain't never hurt nobody. All right? Trust me. I imagine how much time I've had to put into what I got going on, man. It's overtime a lot of the time. So again, there's no days off, man. It's 24/7. But you have to understand what's going on with your situation. Once you understand your situation, there's not much that can surprise you. I mean, in hindsight, the most of the problems that your Filipinas that go through, definitely family issues, financial issues, of course. And then again, you have those that have been abused verbally, those that have been assaulted. Yes, that shit happens. I know it's hard for me to say. I don't like saying those words, but you have to understand that some girls have been through that. And I find it fucked up, to even talk about it. That's why you don't hear me talking about stuff like that too much. But you got to understand that if that's what has broken her, if that is what has broken her, sex is not going to be the first thing on her mind. It's probably not even going to be the last thing on her mind. You'll be lucky if it's on her mind at all. That's a tough one for me, dealing with girls that have been through situations like that. I've known girls who have been through situations like that. It hurts to hear it. But one of two things happened. Either they completely went off the rails and they become super liberated and all of that stuff aforementioned, or they just become a shell of their former selves. They turtle themselves in, they get in their little cocoon. These are just analogies, and they kind of shut themselves off from the world. Trust me, Trust me, I don't know what it is. I swear to God, I don't know what it is about myself. I just have a tendency to gravitate towards girls that don't really hang out with a lot of other girls, because I feel like they're easier to talk to, and it's not as if they don't have friends. Maybe their friend circle is limited, no different than my own. So I'm able to relate to most women on that particular aspect. Even my young lady, when I met her, she had a group of friends that she might have fucked with, but over time, friends come and go. Doc's still around. You feel me? So same rules apply. Understand why she's broken. Don't try to fix her. Just try to be her missing pieces. Again, nothing to do with her, nothing to do with financial. Please, please, please get that through your fucking head. This has nothing to do with being her financial crutch. Nothing to do with being her Captain Save-A-Ho. Everything to do with being the type of person that she needs you to be when she needs you to be there. All right. So my man, Mr. Smith, I see you, man. I'm glad you feel me on the title, man. Elgos, he says the stare is placing a hex on you. Hey, man, it's a good stare. It ain't a bad stare. It's a good one, bro. But yeah, man, that's just how I feel. I see we got 33 watching, 21 likes. I think we're doing all right. Sam one, I do. I look at my chip like, what the fuck you staring at? I swear to God, I know it, man. She be laughing at me when I do that because I do it all the time. I be like, what you want? Like, why you staring at me so hard? What the fuck wrong with you? I got something on my face? What's good? That's kind of how this game goes for me. And if you find her in that deep stare, guaranteed, man, you probably got something over her that she's definitely interested in. So again, understand why she's damaged, understand why she's broken. Just don't try to fix her, but be those missing pieces. That's all I could tell you, man. That's all I could tell you tonight. And I had like I said, this wasn't a live stream that was set up for the flair, for the dramatic. None of that shit. This was just me trying to be honest with my people for once. I want y'all to know why I'm really good at what I do. I flex my muscles sometimes. I like to talk my shit and I have my fun, but I want you to know why I'm good at what I do. Because I'm a very observant person. I've learned over time through looking and observing Filipinas, and I understand why they act the way that they do sometimes. I understand what it is that drives them for the most part. I've been able to satisfactorily, in my opinion, I got a high percentage, but I've been able to figure out what makes them tick for the most part on a case-to-case basis, and it's worked itself out. So that's why I'm trying to help you understand why she's damaged. That is literally the only thing that you can do for yourself right now. All right. So my man, Channel 19, I see my homie Eddie Jackson. Much love to you guys. My man Sam One says it's all about the mental and emotional aspect of the relationship. Boy, the mental and emotional aspect of any relationship is rough, man. Telling you, man. Doc's been doing them calisthenics, man. Stretching them brain cells tonight, man. This isn't just some she cheated on me type bullshit. We're gonna have to get in heavy on some real deep shit. And I want y'all to know Doc's ready to carry y'all into the deep end. I'm just trying to see if you sink or swim. Let me say that one more time. I'm trying to bring you into the deep end. I'm just trying to see if you sink or swim. All right. My man, Mr. Wonderful, man, you got to catch the BS early. Yes, you'll catch the bullshit early. Catch it early, you'll be fine. I'm not telling you to let that woman walk all over you because you're trying to, be those missing pieces for her. Don't let her get the jump on you. Don't do that. Let her know in a firm voice, I understand you going through something, but I'm not gonna allow you to talk to me like that. You understand? You could be firm and nice about it. I've seen a lot of guys cuss women out, but I'm telling you, I'll tell you the truth. One or two things are going to happen if you are in an argument with a Filipina and you start cursing at her and shit like that. One or two things. She's going to be the former shell of herself, like I told you before. It's not helping you build her up in any way, shape, or form when you're screaming at her and shit. It's not going to help you. Okay, trying to belittle her and all of that shit does not help at all. It doesn't even keep her in place. You know what it actually does? It keeps her in place long enough to where she needs to get what she needs to get. Then when she gets what she needs to get from you, you're gone. That's what belittling and yelling and cursing at these Filipinos do. But if you tell her, look, I understand we going through some shit right now, but you better, bring that tone down when you talking to me. That's a firm way of letting her know that this shit is unacceptable. And that's kind of what I feel. You got to let her know it's not okay. That's in a firm way. Let her know it's not okay. All right. My man Elgo says there are plenty of damaged and broken women here in Florida. It sounds like I may have to reconsider the Philippines. Don't hate on Don't hate on the heavy guys. Hey man, brother, fat boys need love too. I'm one of the fat boys. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. I don't want this to deter you from coming to the country. I just want you to understand that when you're going through tempo situations and stuff like that, you got to understand that you have to understand where that's coming from. Okay, that's what I want you to do. I want you to understand where it's coming from. It's very easy to figure out where it's coming from. If my girl goes dead silence on me, I think back about everything that I've said that day. This is literally how I deal with tempo, just in case you guys don't know. If I'm going through a situation with my young lady, I think about everything that happened throughout that day. I have gotten to the point where I've told her, look, I'm only going to ask you twice. What did I do wrong? And if you don't answer me twice, you better fix your face and get on about it. I've told her that. If you ain't going to tell me why you pissed off, you better let me know. You better tell me now or forever hold your peace. Because after I ask you more than once, I don't want to hear about that shit ever again. Don't bring this shit up to me 24 hours later or some shit and expect me to care, because I don't care after that. So, like I said, what I've learned is address it early if there's an issue or a problem, and then talk about it. Shit, nothing wrong with that. If you have to say sorry, a lot of you motherfuckers are weird because y'all don't know how to say sorry. Master the word sorry, my G. Let me tell you something. Sorry has gotten me out of so much shit. Saying sorry and apologizing for something has gotten me out of a lot of shit. Because I'm not afraid to say sorry. If I know I fucked up and I know it's my fault, I'd be like, you know what, my bad. I understand where you can see how this might have been something that you may not have been okay with, or whatever. Apologize, man. If you know you're in the wrong. If you know you're not in the wrong, you know, you can explain your way out of anything. You know, Doc can explain his way out of a paper bag if he had to. Hell, explain my way out of a plastic bag tied to my neck, throat, and all that shit. And I'm about 10 seconds away from losing oxygen to the brain. I talked my way out of that shit. We'll figure it out. But that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Iceland was good with you. He says, I'm in the same exact situation. I just want you guys to understand that you got to figure out why she's broken. That's all I'm saying. Channel 19 says, why would I want to be the missing piece? To me, it's like fixing her. I'm too old to do that. You don't have to if you don't want to. Again, a lot of guys, like I specifically said, will go through one situation, tempo or not, and they'll say, fuck this, I'm too old for this, I don't want to deal with it. I said, if that's the way that you live your life, you're going to go through quite a few young ladies. If every time a chick gives you some tempo situation and you say, nah, I'm not feeling that, I'm good, I'm done with you, you're going to run through a lot of chicks, man. You're going to run through a lot of girls. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not, like I said, a lot of people won't do it. But yeah, it's true, my friends. My man Raphael Williams was good with you, man. San Juan says, I got a notification as soon as you came on. That notification bill actually works, man. That's what's up. My man Lowland Prophets was good with you. My man Edward Crandell, appreciate you coming through. Eddie Jackson says, new book title, Is She Too Damaged to Date, Made Her Relate? Oh, man, it's hard for me to stretch a book out of one particular topic. I like to jump around a lot, but that's definitely something to take into consideration. Maybe I could use that one as a live stream or a video approach. I will keep that into consideration. Just let me copy that down while I'm thinking about it, and I'll see how we make that work. Appreciate it, Eddie. My man Elgo says, damaged women in the U.S. have extreme body counts, drug addiction, alcoholism. Why would I want to mess with that overseas? I think you guys are really missing the point. I'm not saying that she's damaged to the point where she's resorted to doing drugs and having a alcoholic binge moment. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. A damaged Filipina in the Philippines is a whole lot different than a damaged woman in the United States. I'm not saying that her damaged is to the drastic measure of her losing her shit like that. I've never said that. Okay, I think you guys are taking it to the far extreme. Y'all going way left with me. Let me try to bring you back to the center so that you guys can get an understanding of this one. I said specifically 100% of women in the Philippines are damaged. I believe it. They've all been through a situation or something that may be hard for them to come back from. All right. I'm not saying that her damaged is she's a fucking alcoholic, drug addicted skank. Okay. Nah, it's not like that. Some of these women are a complete shell of what they used to be. That means they're very shut off from the world. That means they're very unwilling to trust you. That means they're very unwilling to, give you 100% of themselves when necessary. You can come across a damaged Filipina, but that doesn't mean that she's a drug addicted alcoholic skank. That's not where we're going with this one. I just want you to understand that if you're dealing with a woman that's going to give you a little bit of a behavior problem, a woman that's going to give you a little bit of a tempo issue, don't let that be the end of it all because she's giving you that shit. I'm not talking about the US damage. US damage is a whole different type of damage, okay? I'm saying, for example, a young lady who has been talked down to and verbally abused her whole life type of woman. And also what you guys need to know is that a damaged Filipina doesn't act out like an American I'm sorry, not American Filipina, but like American women would. If they're damaged, they don't act out like that. Most of them are just really kind of standoffish to an extent. Most of the time, you guys look over these women anyway, so it's not really an issue. But I'm trying to help you understand that if you're in a situation with a young lady, if she has issues, if she has problems, that may not show up in the beginning, I should say. If it doesn't show itself in the beginning, understand why she's damaged or broken. Understand what happened to her that probably brought her to this point. So that at the end of the day, you can figure out for yourself if you want to be the missing piece or not. If you do want to be the missing piece, don't try to fix her. Just be those pieces. I'm trying to say. But let's keep it real. A damaged Filipina is far from a damaged woman in the United States, okay? Far from that. I understand that you guys can avoid them at all costs. Do as you please. But I want you to understand the difference between the damage I'm talking about and the damage that you're thinking about. All right, a Filipina damaged is not quite an American woman damaged, okay? That's where people tend to lose sight of what we got going on. Because comparisons between a damaged Filipina and a damaged woman from the Western world. They don't always fit within the same mold. That's why a lot of you guys choose to come to the country to date women abroad, because they don't fit the same mold. And it actually applies when it comes to women who have certain issues that they're trying to overcome. Same rules apply. I'm not saying that you don't have women who drink a lot and women who are addicted to drugs. I'm not saying that they don't have them, but they're few and far between in reference to dealing with women in the United States, or women that are quote unquote viewed as damaged in the United States. All right. Essential Classic says, I recently was talking to a Filipina and this video fits. I'm telling you, I'm just trying to give you guys what the narrative requires. That's all. I'm just trying to help you guys understand. 100% of Filipinos are damaged. You have to understand why she's damaged. Understand what she went through. Understand what her problem is. I'm saying Jesus Christ be her goddamn counselor. I'm just saying you got to understand for your own sake why she's going through what she's been through, so that you can understand whether you want to be or whether you don't want to be there. Oh shit, Priyanka Chopra. That is my future baby mama. She on TV. I'm sorry. Anyways, my man MC Royal, what's going on? Peace, Dr. Mike. Stay away from women who are damaged goods, no matter the country. Sometimes, see, y'all don't understand. Damn it. Okay. Maybe my explanation was not clear enough, but I have noticed that a lot of you guys don't understand that a woman is damaged until it's already too late. I've known guys that have been with women and they don't understand exactly the issue with the young lady until you guys are literally formed something. Of course, your average person would understand that you would avoid damaged Filipinas, but I'm telling you that 100% of Filipinos are damaged. I believe that 100%. They've all been through a situation that has changed them in one way, shape, or form. Like I said, it could be a multitude of different things, and it could be on a multitude of different levels too. I'm not saying that damage means full blown, oh my God, this bitch is uncontrollable, can't change her at all. Sometimes it could be something lightweight. But again, understand why she's got her problems. I ain't going there. But I feel like y'all missing a point, but maybe it's in my explanation, so I'll take credit for that too. But I'm trying to help you guys understand where I'm coming from so that you guys can understand. Because a lot of you guys will be like, I'm not trying to fix these girls, blah, 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 blah. And I told you, don't fix her. Just be the missing pieces if you feel the need to be so. If you don't want to be that, then don't be that. I'm not going to tell you to do it. I'm just helping you to understand that I can almost guarantee that you've been with a Filipina one. trust me when I tell you this, because I know you. You guys have all been with one woman in your entire life that has basically given you or shown her ass in one way, shape, or form. And some of you have let it go. Some of you have allowed it to fester, whatever it may be. I just want you to understand that if she is damaged, whether she's completely damaged or just a little bit, be the missing pieces to help her, shit. I mean, just be the missing pieces. If this is your girl, you understand, a lot of you guys are not even in relationships or don't even care to be in relationships. So if you are in a relationship right now, this rule applies. If you are trying to be a bachelor for life, then this live stream is not for you. Let me say that one more time. To be a bachelor for life, this is not for you. If you are trying to be a bachelor for life, then this particular live stream is not for you. All right. So my man MD was good with you, bro. My man says I'm not getting noticed. A lot of notifications. They happen. I mean, this was just a spare the moment live stream, guys. So it's all good. He says I don't know about all Filipinas being damaged. There's levels to damaged to Filipinas. Some of them are light damages. Some of them are a little bit heavier. But they are. I'm just being honest. I don't know if you guys see it, but I feel like if you've been around them long enough, you'll understand that they all got something wrong with them. Even if it's something small or something major. I'll put it to you like this. Damage can mean many different things. Again, family issues. It could be financial issues. It could be a whole schooling issue. It could be any multitude of different issues that Filipinos can go through. So, I wholeheartedly believe that 100% of them are damaged. They're damaged at different levels, but 100% of them are damaged. I'm pretty sure. Never mind. I ain't gonna go there. Anyways, Mr. Wonderful, he says if the warranty is expired, this shit has to go. My man MD says tempo is childish behavior. It truly is. Again, that's a level of immaturity that Filipinas express on quite a few occasions, and that could definitely contribute to her being damaged. Tempo in any right or any situation is an expression of a damaged Filipina. Tempo is an expression of a damaged Filipina. Levels of immaturity. Maybe she's not grown up enough yet. Maybe she doesn't understand things well enough yet. That is still a part of her being damaged. So if you've been with a Filipina and you've had any type of, she still has a little bit of, damn. I felt like I was getting it, but never mind. I'm not going to try anymore. I picked up what I got. Some people just here to do what they do. All right. My man Tommy was good with you. He says you got to keep your chill when you're dealing with them. Wants attitude. And Michael Smith says, guys, when he's talking about damaged, stop thinking with your Western mindset. Look at the whole situation. Thank you. Damn, I'm talking to my goddamn self tonight. I mean, shit. I didn't think I had to explain it this deep. Fuck it. I'll do what I have to do. Again, that's the reason we do what we do when we do and doing it. Joanne, how you doing, baby? I appreciate you being here. My man NY says it's always good to listen to her and provide her comfort about her past. It strengthens a long-term relationship. Thing. If you're a bachelor, you can't be a bachelor and understand this type of situation. That's all I'm gonna tell you. This is not for y'all. If you have zero intention of being with somebody long term, then this has nothing to do with you. Because you can't do that one. My man Reggie says you gotta realize, just as you said, many peanuts have issues and damage. Just as you say, caress, de-stress, and that woman will be a good friend. Be a missing piece. People think that I'm trying to compare you to American women. This is not. It's not what we doing, man. You cannot compare them. A damaged Filipina is a whole lot different. My man Eddie Jackson says the Filipina damaged is an American broken. That's a fair way to look at it. A damaged and broken is a little bit, broken is harsh, but yeah, something to that offense. I feel what you say. My man Chaz says, I understand tempo and I know how to deal with it. Everybody has their ways of dealing with it, right? A lot of people will say, man, fuck that. I don't want to deal with this chick anymore, so she's gone. You got to understand how to deal with it, because if you think about attitude, yeah, it's not going to work. My man San Juan says, you got to probe her for intel from the get-go. True. John Doe, we are not trying to be social workers or psychologists. There you go. This has nothing to do with being a soy boy or white. I said that earlier. This has nothing to do with being financial. But John Doe, again, this particular topic is not for you, my friend. We know what your whole ideology is. We spin, and get it in. I get it. But you can't tell me that the lady that you've chosen to be with, whether she's in the U.S. or not, or, you know, whatever you got going on in your life, that you don't have to sit down and listen to her talk about her day at work. Everybody got to listen to their woman talk about their life, even if they don't want to. If you're married, if you got a girlfriend, you got to listen. So this is what we're talking about. Understand why your girl had a bad day at work. That's kind of still the same. The same rules still apply. Joanne says, I'm Filipina and I do not agree with that. 100% of women are damaged, whatever drama they have. So still depends on a person, though. Everybody's been through something. I believe everybody's been through something, which constitutes a level of damage. I'm not saying it's 100% all the way, oh my gosh, he can't come back from it. I'm just saying that I believe that Filipinas definitely have a level of damage that you have to deal with, you know? Again, I figure some people would disagree, and to each their own. I mean, this isn't something that I expect everybody to agree with. It's just the way that I feel. It has nothing to do with being mental or head cases. This is not the damage we're referring to, but it's okay. Maybe my explanation was inaccurate to some, or I just didn't explain it to everybody's way of understanding. So, hey, it is. Jedi, was good with you, man. Nobody said that Philippine culture is damaged goods. I said that you're probably likely to come across a woman that has been through something that has caused her to be damaged in one way, shape, or form. Never said that it was the culture that made them damaged. I just said it was a situation that they've been through that they have to come back through, progress from, that makes them damaged. It has nothing to do with whether they've grown up in a poor society. Because again, if all they've ever known is financial strength, then at the end of the day, I can't really say that that's the reason why she's damaged. I'm just saying it could be any multitude of different things that a woman has been through. That kind of puts them in a situation where they have a level of damage. I'm not saying that they're 100% can't come back from, but understand why she's going through her problems. Understand what she's got going on. Same rules apply, like I said, in any relationship that you'll ever go through. And again, if your whole ideology is to just pump and dump and go on about your business, then I don't think this is for you. Danny, was good with you, man. Charles says you can help her and work with her on that problem. She may not have, but you can't fix her. I said, don't try to fix her. Just don't. My man Michael Smith says, I just helped my girl with her cousin. See, situations like that shit happens all the time. Unfortunately, that shit happens. Right. I mean, tempo is not a part of all Filipino behavior, but if you're going through it, you can't underestimate the fact that it is a level of immaturity that women go through. I wouldn't expect to deal with tempo with older women, more so the younger ones, but you should never put it past any woman that you're in a relationship with. Understand why she's giving you shit. That's truth. You just got to understand why she's giving you a hell of a hard time for no goddamn reason at all. I know why I usually get it. It's normally something I fucked up on, but everybody's situation is different. I can only speak from what I believe to be accurate. There is always levels to damage. I never said that they're 100% you can't come back from. That's all. I mean, there's levels to a Filipina's damage. I'm just saying. I mean, I know a lot of people ain't going to be on board with what I'm saying, but if you're not, that's cool. You have every right to believe what you believe when you say what you say. You shouldn't put up with tempo. You have to put your foot down on that shit. Never let her just get away with the shit. You know, you gotta You gotta understand why she's giving you that type of behavior too. El Ghost, I'm just saying the word damage brings up a multiple baby daddies ID theft. Goddamn, man. See, if you think on a US level, that's gonna mess you up in this particular topic, because the damaged Filipina is kind of not the same, man. Nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. I'm not telling you that you have to be the Salvation Army or be a charity case. It has nothing to do with finances. Your job as the man is to be the man in a relationship. You can't tell me that in all of the years that you guys have ever been in a relationship, for anybody who has had one, that your girlfriend hasn't given you a level of shit that you've had to try to figure out what the fuck is going on here. I can't be the only one. If I am, then damn, I'm in a whole different ball game and a whole different ballpark, man. Oh man. Joanne says tempo is a Tagalog word. For instance, you have misunderstanding. They felt bad. That tempo doesn't mean that it's damaged. I never said that tempo. Ah, damn. Never mind. I'm not gonna touch it. All right. Leave tempo out of it. Just think it. Never mind. Just forget it. Never mind. But tempo is definitely different to different people. Tempo, as explained by Joanne, is a word instance you have a misunderstanding. That they felt bad. And like I said, you have to understand why she's giving it to you. Understand why she's giving it to you. Like I said, that's the same as in my own situation. I had to figure it out, and if she didn't explain it to me, then so be it. All right? If you don't tell me what we did wrong, that right there, and not explaining to me why we have this misunderstanding is a problem. So, am I right or wrong? Okay, let me just bring it up to you from that perspective. Let's say, for example, you guys go through a temple situation. This is just a hypothetical. A lot of you guys don't give two shits in a damn. I get it. All right, just listen to this. If you're going through a temple situation with your young lady, there is the misunderstanding, like Joanne said. She doesn't explain to you why there's this misunderstanding, but she just wants to be mad and angry at you and cut you off. Does that not express to you any level of what the fuck is going on with this chick? Is that not childish, immature, that you can't have a conversation with your man? You would rather just pout and be mad at a misunderstanding that you guys have had? Does that not constitute even a certain level of being damaged in any way, shape, or form? Yeah, let me just sit here and be mad at him, and maybe he'll understand. And then I ask you questions, and then you don't want to answer me. Why? That to me, in the temple situation, is where I'm trying to go with it, but people just think I'm talking outside of my ass. Never mind. My man Danny says that temple can be real, or you could just not let it exist in your house. It's a choice. Everybody's gonna go through it. That's what I believe. Is how you deal with it, is definitely gonna be the know-all be-all in your relationship. So we can't overlook it and act like not everybody goes through it in at least one way, shape, or form. Dealing with drama is a waste of time, but I don't know, man. Maybe the way that I do relationships is a little bit different, man. That's true. Same with every girl on the planet. So again, we can't sit there and act like we can't listen to our significant others if they're going through a problem and or situation. So you basically wouldn't be the psychologist, aka the social worker for your young lady. That's what I'm saying. So it's not find out what's going on with her. I say damaged is different, knowing what's going on with her. The same rules apply. 22 plus years is a long time in. So you probably been through it all. But again, you still in it to win it. You still with her. So apparently whatever has gone on and transpired in your life, we can't act like we've never had issues and problems in 22 years. I've been with mine for probably about a fraction of a less than that. And I've been through it. So, I'm just saying that in any relationship, you got to understand what it is about her that in one way, shape, or form makes her tick, pisses her off, whatever it may be. It's a part of a relationship. No different than understanding why your young lady is damaged. Understand why. The word damage can take on so many different forms. And again, damage comes in forms of dealing with fucked up coworkers, them motherfuckers, that can take a toll on your young lady. You understand? Dealing with coworkers at work can take a toll on her. All she needs you to do is be that lending ear. I'm telling you, being chastised by your boss, that type of damage, although minute and mediocre in some instances, is enough to push her over the edge and give you attitude for it. So again, damage comes in many different levels, but I feel like I'm talking to myself. I feel like Doc is just talking to himself tonight, and that's okay, because I feel like not everybody's gonna understand me. And if you don't, completely different. We good. Love them all. Let's see what we got. I gotta read these comments, man. Ba 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 ba. Danny, you're funny. I ain't going there with you, man. MD says there's nothing wrong with listening to your wife or your girlfriend. You gotta listen to your woman. Yes. All I'm trying to say is understand why she's damaged. Understand what it is that has taken a toll on her to put her in whatever situation or whatever mind state she's in right now. That's still a part of being damaged. I'm not saying that she has to be this dramatic fucking change or damage. Don't try to fix it. Just be the missing piece. I feel that somebody would try that one out, but maybe I'm just talking to myself, man. Damn, I gotta get damn shit. I can't get these this comment section working. I got it. John Doe says no reason to figure out her temple. She'll straighten it out on her own. Nothing for the guy to understand. Yeah, okay. Temple is a good reason to go out for a few days. I use it to my advantage. Shit. It's Western mentality to figure out why your girl's mad. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know. Hit and miss. My man Reggie says you just letting everyone know that even though the peanuts are great, you just saying that everything is not smelling like roses. Of course. You gotta understand, y'all don't you think these girls are just not gonna give you any problems? I think you're sadly mistaken. They still women too. You guys are great. You guys are great. Mr. Smith says many times we can avoid the temple by swallowing our pride. It's not easy, but you must consider the possible negative outcome. Touche. My man Jason Harris says, seems like you may need to do a video on people misinterpreting your words. I wonder if they hear the same thing as me. I don't think they do, bruh. I think that I'm just talking to myself right now, but it's all good. It's not so much putting up with temple. Jesus Christ. Okay, never mind. I think the temple situation is long gone, man. I think it's long gone, man. But yes, I understand Filipino men don't deal with yeah. But we do what we do. I'm not gonna go in on it too much more because fuck it. It's a lost cause because we're all over the place. I was hoping that even just a little bit somebody would feel where I'm coming from, but you're gonna have some people that are probably like, Doc, that's not how it's gonna roll over here. And it's cool. 100%. That's why I bring up these topics. Not everybody's gonna agree. Lee Smith was good with you. He said, I'm just checking in, but I hear you dropping nuggets. Doc just wanted to speak his truth real quick. That's all. My man Danny says, in a relationship, the one that cares the most has the least power in the relationship. That's true. I never said that you have to care more than your young lady. Trust me. If she cares more than you, you're good. But if you care less, shit, I'm sorry. I'm clicking too many buttons. True that. I know I care the least. I know I care the least, but I don't show it. I at least act like you gotta give a damn sometimes, you know? Yeah, as I said, if you don't address tempo when it comes, then yeah, that's an issue and a problem. That's true. You gotta address it when you get to it, but nobody can sit there and act like they've never been through the situation before. How you choose to handle tempo will determine whether you a bitch or not. That's the only way for me to say it. How you handle it will determine whether you got the bitchness in you or not. But you can't act like the shit don't exist. It happens. Damn near all the time, if you ask me. Never mind. Tempo opens that can of I don't give a shit. Yeah, all right. Tino, you're funny. Understand why she's damaged, but don't fix her. Yeah, that's exactly what you would do if being a bachelor is your lifestyle, man. You know what, Lucas? I'm gonna approve your comment. Do what you do, man. Whatever makes you happy in life, Lucas. Do your thing, man. Ain't nobody gonna come between you and your love for the people you love, man. Support the community. Touche. Well, that was just my spiel for today. Doc just wanted to get some thoughts out of his mind. Some people picked it up. Some people like, fuck it. I can't agree. Loved it though. So let me go ahead and give my shout outs to my people real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out because I don't have anything else I can say in reference to the topic. So, John Doe, much love to you. Lucas, see you in the building. I'm gonna go through here. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, Filipinos do have issues. I know. I use damage, man. You got to bring them in. So that's what it is. All right, so shout out to my man Danny. I see my man Eddie Jackson in the building. John Doe, always good to see you. Lucas, do your thing. Tino, I see you guys. Rain Man, much love to you. My man Lee Smith, Sam Wan, my man Jason Harris, Mr. Smith, my man Reggie Dollars, I see you. Jedi, much love to you. Joanne, baby, thank you for coming through. I know my man MD is out, but I just wanted to give him his shout out. Hemi, I see you in the building. El Ghost, much love to you. My boy Michael Smith, my brother Chaz, see you guys in the building. Let me see. NY Mets fan, always a pleasure to see you here, my G. You can give me a name to talk about, and I'll give you a name. Tommy, Philippines Journey, what's good with you? My brother, Mr. Wonderful. See you guys. Smooth Riffs. MC Royale, see you in the building. Essential Classics. My brother, Lowland Prophets. My man, Edward Crandell. Raphael Williams. I see you, Iceland. My man, Channel 19. Shit, if I miss your name, I'm gonna get it. My man Tim H, Anthony Avery, my man Swift 30SF, and Anthony Phillips. Man, I appreciate you coming through and showing love to the good doc. Appreciate you guys participating in the chat. That's pretty much all I ever cared and ever wanted you guys to do anyways. I say shit that I say to hear what you guys got to say about it. Of course, I don't expect everybody to agree with what I say. I'm hoping that some guys can pick up a little bit of what the good doc's putting down. Some people just have their own way of thinking, and your own way of thinking is probably not wrong. Everybody has different ways of handling certain situations. So with that being said, you can't expect everybody to be on the same page. I just wanted to get my little spiel real quick. Just wanted to at least give you guys a thought process that I believe to be accurate when it comes to dealing with your woman in a relationship. Again, damage does take on many different forms. I think that, like my man said, when I say damage, people are thinking completely all the way. There's no coming back from it, but there is levels to it to an extent. But like I said, man, it's just, some things that I felt that, with certain Filipino women, you may have to deal with. I'm not saying that you have to be a bitch. I'm not saying that you have to be a Captain Save-A-Hoe. I'm not saying that you have to be the financial white knight. Nothing like that. We were just having a genuine conversation about the ideology of if you're dealing with a young lady, she gives, if she has her own situation or something that's going on with her, you kind of want to understand why she's going through it if you care. If you don't give a shit, then don't give a shit. That's all I'm saying. If you're a bachelor for life, this particular topic may not be on your level. This isn't something you would care about. Anytime your baby girl give you a little bit of attitude, you can check it. But a lot of people will just be like, man, fuck her. I can't deal with that. I don't know why she would do that. So fuck her. I'm going. Like I said, for those that do that, you'll definitely be running through quite a few young ladies in the Philippines because you can't expect every woman not to give you some type of attitude in one way, shape, or form, at least once in your life. Women pout and have issues all the time. So tempo is a real thing. You're going to deal with it at least once. How you choose to correct it is up to you. How you choose to deal with it is up to you. That's all we're going to do. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys coming through. Much love to everybody who came through. I love you guys. I love the participation in the chat. Like I said, good or bad, whether you agree or disagree, it's all love, man. It's all love. So Lee Smith, I hope you do catch the replay. My man Michael Smith, take care. Have a good one. Enjoy your Labor Day as well. Lee Smith, much love to you. My man Chaz, it's been fun. So with that being said, it has been fun. It has been real. But the good doc is officially out. At least nako. Paalam, which means bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.